Hi there, Kath Gammack, rig market analyst with Westwood Global Energy. Here with a quick recap on some of the offshore rig market highlights during the period first up until the 7th of February. New contracts and/or extensions confirmed in the past week pertain to 2 jackups and 1 semi-sub. Northern Offshore Jackup Energy Embracer is expected to remain on hire with Qatar Energy LNG into the middle of the second quarter of this year to complete the then well in progress. The rig has been on hire with the operator since November 2020 offshore Qatar. The driller is actively marketing the rig for new opportunities internationally and within the Middle East outside of Qatar. WellSafe Solutions has received a further contract extension from Eni by way of a newly agreed contract amendment for decommissioning activities in the Dutch sector of the North Sea. The exercised option is for a further 90-day period in direct continuation of the previously declared option that commenced in November last year. Included within the contract amendment is further optional periods. Firstly, a 120-day option, and secondly, 2 further options of 180 days each. It is currently estimated that the rig will move from the Dutch sector in May to the UK North Sea to undertake the Spirit Energy work scope that was awarded in November 2024 for 5 firm wells at the York platform in Block 47/3A in the southern North Sea. Our latest availability of the rig is within August 2025. Noble has announced that Shell in the Americas has awarded a new contract to use ultra-deepwater semi-sub Noble Developer for a firm duration of 180 days. Commencement is expected during the third quarter of 2026. The contract is valued at approximately $70 million for the firm term, which is inclusive of MOB and demob. Shell tendered back in September 2024 for a conventionally moored semi-sub for 180 days, starting in the first half of 2026, plus 9 to 12 months of options. The firm work scope was to cover exploration and development drilling off Trinidad and Tobago, while the optional scope was for P&A activities. The rig is currently located in Trinidad and Tobago, preparing for its upcoming charter with Petronas for a firm 3-well program off Suriname, which is due to start in the latter part of the second quarter this year and last for around 200 days. Petronas also has a 1-well option available that could see the rig busy into the middle of the first quarter of 2026 if exercised. Drilling activities in the past week saw Northern Ocean-owned harsh environment semi-sub Deepsea Mira, which is managed by Odfjell Drilling, complete operations at Total Energy's Tambote 1X exploration well. The rig has subsequently begun drilling in 8,859 feet of water at its last well under its contract with Total Energies, which is targeting the Marula 1X prospect in license PEL 56 of the Orange Basin Block 2913B offshore Namibia. This prospect lies around 50 kilometres south of Venus. The rig currently has no follow-on work and, depending on the actual well duration, could have free and clear availability from around April or May this year. Jackup Shelf Drilling Winner, which is under a long-term contract with Total Energies, has moved the rig from the Halfdan field to the Dan field offshore Denmark. The firm period of the contract runs until August of 2026. There are 2 7-month options available to the operator. Further to a RigLogix report from the 28th of May 2024, it has now been confirmed that Saipem has returned its leased jackup, Perro Negro 9, to its owner, China Merchants Heavy Industry. This comes after the rig's contract was suspended by Saudi Aramco in the second quarter of 2024 and has since been idle in Bahrain and then Sharjah. Shell has received an approved drilling permit for a new exploration well in Mississippi Canyon Block 812. The well will be drilled by ultra-deepwater drillship Stena Evolution in 4,544 feet of water. The rig is currently on location in the Princess field. Stena Evolution has a 5-year charter with Shell that runs until April 2029. A 5-year option could keep her working into April of 2034. As a follow-up to the RigLogix news report of the 21st of January, drilling of the OMV Horatio prospect, which is well 35/6-6, which lies in production license 1109 in the northern part of the North Sea, is being carried out by ultra-deepwater semi-sub Transocean Norge in a water depth of 1,162.5 feet, with spud occurring on the 5th of February. In the event of a discovery, the well duration is expected to be around 55 days. OMV and Harbour Energy, ex-Wintershall DEA, contracted the rig under a long-term rig share deal that is due to finish in May of 2028. Ventura-managed ultra-deepwater drillship Atlantic Zonda has departed Rio de Janeiro and is heading to its first location under its 3-year charter with Petrobras. Upon arrival, the rig will undergo final BOP testing before commencing its maiden charter. Atlantic Zonda is owned by Eldorado Drilling. It was delivered in March 2024 and arrived off Brazil in late November 2024. This will be the first of Eldorado's 3 rigs to go on contract. And finally, 3 rigs that are being actively marketed have moved regions this past week. Firstly, Japan Drilling jackup Hakaru 14 commenced tight tow and is en route to Singapore from Indonesia, and will undertake her special periodic survey at the Seatram yard. The rig will have free and clear availability from the beginning of May and is being actively marketed. PV Drilling jackup PV Drilling 8 has departed Labuan and undertow to Vung Tau, Vietnam, where she will undergo refurbishment and reactivation. Seadrill ultra-deepwater drillship West Capella has left Korea and is now in transit to Labuan. The drillship is being actively marketed, however, with no follow-on commitments meantime. It is understood she will be stacked there. That's it for this week. Many thanks for listening. Hope you find this of interest. If you'd like more information on RigLogix, please visit our website www.westwoodenergy.com.